there. That could go. You with her, he will go. His secret give the he will pardon secret. Is now for open very no want to do other. He will when open is go secret. What I want to do. What you've done. He will is it. We'll see to he will do for you. Secret. For you, the thing that I Welcome, welcome to Secret. You will do it. You've done. A secret to good. Um, done yet. Why are you you
Hearing you now. Yeah, you were breaking.
sure if it is my
Just stepped in.
to the rank of
Yeah.
they've just could you please started yet? Okay. And again coming um have a drink, have a sip. Usually to do and I appreciate of the for you tonight. Sense that you don't know if you know bird
Um, been the other day.
I need to come here. Let disconnect secret done for us are not are you there? It's any better. Okay. Oh, it is no secret that God can do. Is it any better? What you've done for others, he'll do for you. With arms wide open, sure he'll pardon you. There is no secret that God won't do. Sorry. Is it any better? It is no secret. Is it any better?
Yeah, it's still on and off.
It's still it's still
It's
on
okay.
for me.
I came after answer, so I'm going back now to see. I came after answer the call, so I'm going back now to see if it's okay.
Okay, hang up. I'm gonna sing and hear if it's better because I have
Okay.
disconnected some device on it.
All right.
Here is no secret that God can do what you've done for others. He'll do for you with arms wide open. He will pardon you. There is no secret that God won't do. Good night to everyone that are on the live tonight. I may be having a technical difficulties here, but I am sorting it out. Good night, good night, good night. Welcome to those that are here, and welcome to those that are coming. As you come in, if you have a, it is okay now. Thank you. Okay. Devices problem. Okay, no problem. As you come, if there is a comment, you can leave it. Anything you want to ask, you can leave it in the comment. You can put it in the comment. But thank you for being here. Thank you for your your subscription to this channel. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. It is well appreciated. Tonight, there are many times people have you mourn. Sometimes not because you have somebody passed away while you mourn, but there are always some problems that you can't get over. And tears is a language. And because of that, you mourn, you cry. The burden is heavy. You can't, it's as if you don't know how to face tomorrow. But tomorrow well speaks for itself. We are all human and we do have problem cropped up face us in one way or the other. Sometimes you are the burden bearer. Yes, Jesus save him and thanks. Welcome to you. Sometimes you are the one in the family that you are the burden bearer. Sometimes you're the one in the workplace that you are the burden bearer. You are the thinker. You are, and everything is you. And sometimes it is hard to face. You have it hard at work. your co-worker, your boss, just about everything. Sometimes welcome and please give a like. Sometimes you feel like giving up, but you won't be the victory. You won't sing the victory song if you does give up. So hold on a little longer. Take Jesus at his word. Because what you can't do for yourself, he will do it for you. Okay? What you can't do for yourself, sure, he will do it for you. So sometimes it's not because you have somebody pass in the family or your friend or whatever. But mourning, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Sometimes the problem solved and you don't even know how it's solved. You cannot give the recipe to say this is how it was solved. You don't know. Because somebody who is bigger than you, stronger than you, ride in and make the right decision and your problems solved. For those that are going to school, for those that are on the front line duty, I give you a big shout out. Be strong and be courageous. For those that are studying, be it children, adult, whoever you are, because education is not limited onto one person or to some person. It is there for everyone to hold on to. Reach out and hold on to your dream and pursue it. They said opportunity come but once. An opportunity is like a woman that only have hair at the front of her head. So if you allow her to pass and you are grabbing after she pass, you won't grab anything because there's no hair on the back of her head. That is what us opportunity is ascribed at. So when you see it coming, face it head on and grab it. Okay? So don't wait until, don't procrastinate. Don't say, okay, next week, next month. You can do it now, do it. Do it now. Because you may not have tomorrow. It will pass and something else steps in the way. So if you're studying, study. Whatever it is, because anything you do, you're going to study. If you're going to work into the restaurant, you're going to know, and you will have to know, you're going to have to, the different area, the food, the serving, the cash machine, and the everything. So don't let yourself be dormant in no way, shape, or form. Marcus Garvey said, if you don't have a job, create one. Create a job if you don't have one. Tomorrow promise to no man, you are so right, sister. So, what you have to do today, do it. Do not procrastinate. Don't say tomorrow, because tomorrow comes with its own baggage. Okay? So, life is like a cycle. And people say that cycle, and sometimes I try to really look into some things, and you look at different things and see what is happening, and you try to put something to it, make a knowledge out of it, because Everything you do and anywhere you go. Yeah. Thank you, James, for 15 years. Jesus saves. Jesus saves. Should should live for tomorrow. Don't live for tomorrow. Yes. Make it today. What you have today, don't leave it until the next day. The next day come with its own baggage. So, yes, for the persons that are saying Jesus saved, yes, he does save. Yes, he saved. He carries your burden. When it seems like there is no way out, he's present. Now, I have a topic up. It is not controversial. Don't see it as a controversial topic. It is things that people are to look into. These are wordings that you need to analyze, because sometimes you see some things and you're saying, well, you said it, but this person is so and so. It is written in the Decalogue of life. And only if most time we take time out and go back to those written words, we would have known how to deal with people and know how, when you know the know-how, when you see them around you, you know, because you have seen it. Let the word be a light unto your feet to guide you. Because many of the time, these are the words we use to pull away from some of the things them that we will not get into. No entanglement with people. Yes. There was a man who went to Christ. And my thing is not solely on the Bible, not preaching, but my topic will be heavily using some passages to confirm what I am saying, and that you too can go and read it for yourself. And only if you know the ways of the devil, you can live with him. Take it as I tell you. You only want to know the ways of the devil. So anyone around your workplace, playground, anywhere, you just want to know the ways of that person. Study the ways of that person and you will live with them. If it's a husband, study the ways. Don't take things for granted. It is always more to see than meet to eyes. So study it. A man once went to Christ and he said, my brother won't share the spoils with me. And he's questioning him. Jesus said, why did you come to me? Why you come to me? Your brother have his spoil. And you let covetousness take you over. And that passage of scripture is found in Luke 12 and verse 15. And I'm just going to read it for you. And he said, I'm just reading this direct passage here. But if you take it from the rest of it, you will see the reason why this passage came in. And he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness. For a man's life, for a man's life consists not of the abundance of things which he possesses. A lot of people don't know how you get through life. They don't know how much money you have borrowed. They don't know how hard you have worked. They don't know how much you have starved yourself to reach where you are, where you want to go. But seeing you when you reach, covetousness took over. It should be me. How you have and I don't have. Covetousness take over. A man's life do not consist of the abundance of things he have. So don't covet the person. You don't even know how they get it. Sometimes the way they get it, you would not have even tried. You have not. Okay, thank you for going through that. Yeah, you would not even try. And covetousness do not come from, it come from various places. It comes from within. And it comes from without. Nobody ever asks how much time you was hungry because you have not gone out to make a public announcement that I am hungry. You bear your hunger, you bear your disappointment, you bear everything, and you say, one day I will be out of this. So when the bright floodlight started to shine, somebody sit aside and covet you. Tell me if it's not true. It is true. Because for the mere fact that this man went to Christ and telling him, boy, my brother don't want to share the spoil with me. Yes. A man's life does not consist of the abundance of things that they have. Life is more than the riches. Life is more, because when you have life, you have everything. When you have health, you are wealthy. Because if you don't have health, then you can't work for wealth. So persons see you, they don't know how much money you owe the bank. They don't know that, when you sit down there and say, covet me, how much debt do I have dealing with? And it goes as far as even your children. Persons, you have children. You have children that does well. I have heard somebody say one time, oh, see Miss Jane daughter, then where you are going with? Miss Jane daughter is reaching to where she want to go. Your daughter, you are looking at Miss Jane daughter, and the both of them go to the same school. Yes. Yes. In my community, This is a live. All of what I'm saying is not a make-up story. I haven't got them from out of a book somewhere. Life. I have traveled. I have been with, I am a people person. I have looked and I have, yeah, I'm there. Yeah. Welcome. Could you please put a like there? Thank you very much. This person, son, was going to a high school, pass a matter of fact to go to a high school in the parish. Her friend and co-worker son was going to another school, a prestigious school somewhere else. And she moved heaven and earth for her son to get into that school. Nobody said that your child, you don't want the best for your child. Nobody said that. When the suggestion was put to me, I said, one, you were 30, almost 40 miles away. The other part of the parent is in the parish where the school is. He can pop up at the school at any time. You are so far away, so I would let him stay at this high school. Nothing is wrong with the school. What is wrong is with the child that is going to the school, not the school. And she said, no. No, thank you for the likes. No, and she did what she did, and she get him into the prestigious school. In the same community, there was a next guy who passed to go to that very school. Now, these two, they are playmates. They play together. We live nearby and all the rest of it. And the one that the mother moved heaven and earth to let him go into the prestigious school. When he get in 30, almost 40 miles away from home, no supervision because my parent is very far away. So I can do the do. The other young man came to me one evening, came to my house, and he said to me, you know that Tom Stroke's not going to school? I am his prefect, and I have to be searching for him. And where he was found was in the company of some undesirable person. I said, what? He said, yes. But because I would see the parent quicker than he is, because he left early in the morning, and then when he came home, parents are not there. So there's no bump into. But as an adult, he came to me. Mm-hmm. And I make it my point of duty to speak with the mother. And I say what the young man said to me. And she was so irritated. She went on and she gets so mad. And I say, you don't have to do that. I don't think this young man is making a story on this guy. What you are to do is find yourself at the school. Take a day off. Find yourself at the school and see what is going on with him. Or take a half day, pop yourself at the school. He's not expecting you, and find out from all the teachers and see what his attendance is like. She didn't do that. So when exam and the result came out, believe me, what I'm saying to you now, I was at my house and I heard a bali a hollering. And I was, what really happened down there? So what is what going? So you know me hang out my ears because we are protected in our community. We watch out for each other. So you couldn't come in as a stranger and find anybody unless we know who you are. So nobody could come in like that. So when you hear outbursts, you are going to investigate to find out what went wrong. This was the father crying, you know. It was the father holla. Mm-hmm. You know why my holla? You know why give me the ball? The boy didn't even pass hookworm. Not even one of the roundworm. He never passed. While the other guy hit him how much subjects. And today as I speak, he's in high category. And he keeps studying. They end up sending him to a community college to learn a trade. Covetousness. Because if he had stayed at the high school, he could be better supervised by the other parent. But why your child go this so? We make from one can go there too. No problem with it going there. But what did he made of the time? He got the same amount of time on the clock as the other one. And he didn't even pass a worm. Never mind a subject. Okay? Now, persons look, then you know, somebody came back to me again, and I am there comforting and da. If you had just listened to me, he would have passed. But you wanted him to go to that prestigious city school in a way that you didn't even look at the pros and the cons. You are not there. He can come home anytime. It's just by luck why they have him with his life in his body. Because right where he went from when he get off the bus and where he was hanging out, another young man, life was snuffed out right there. In the same gang, the same group, the same everything. Another young man's life was snuffed out of him. Yes. So, I said this story that persons do not know the pressure that you have to bear in order to make it to the top. Now, there is a next side to it. In Psalms 62 and verse 10, it said, if riches increase, set not your heart upon it. And I repeat that. If riches increase, set not your heart upon it. Do not try to walk on the other person who is below you. Do not look down on them and Now you are wearing the cat's pajamas. So who are you down there? Everybody want to have something. Everybody want to reach. Everybody want to be independent more than anything else. You want to be able to help yourself, and along you can help others along the way. So when you reach up and put on the cat's pajamas, do not put on your iron shoes and try to step on the one under you. Remember, you were down there and you comes up. Well, listen to this. Some persons born in riches, born in wealth, some persons have to work for it. Some person, it was given to them as a gift. Some person gamble and win it. You see the difference here? Do you see the difference? So the man that born in wealth, he have no knowledge, no experience of being thirsty. He is never thirsty because he can quench his thirst with all the drinks in the world because he have it. The one that works for it know what it is to be thirst, know what it is to be hungry, know what it is to would like to have this, but you can't have this, so you sickle for that. So they took care very well. Hence, the proverb said, the man that carries his own water, he cares for every drop of it. He took care of every drop. So he make sure none no waste. He value every drop of it. The man that carries his own water value every drop of it. And I'm going to tell you another story. And all of this that you hear I'm saying, it's live things. This man, he was a friend of my family that I grew up. And he's the father of two sons. One for his wife, which he would have said, well, then he was born biological, and one on the outside. The outside one was before the marriage one. And that man accumulated a lot of property just like my people do. Because they were all body friends. And land is their thing. Land is their thing. They buy up a lot of lands and da. Now, where this man was living, after I turned adult, he removed from that property and he went to a next property to live with his wife and his son. It so happened that the wife passed. It wasn't long after he passed. And he left everything to that son, which is the wife's son. The outside child did not get anything. Now, this son didn't have to work for nothing. Everything handed to him on a platter. So him don't know what hard life is. Him know nothing, 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 nothing. All went smooth for him. He got the places, all the properties, the houses, the vehicle, and in that community, that man was the first person that I know of that bought a lift truck. So you have the lift there, dump off things or whatever. And he passed away and everything went to that young man. Everything, everything. Money, everything. Him don't know what to do with it. He would buy 2 bottles of beer and he held one in the right hand, one in the left hand. He said, this is Jesus and this is Satan. And these were the things he was going on with. He went ahead and he planted 2 ganja trees. Should I say ganja on YouTube or should I say cannabis? Well, what is the other name? Whatever. He said one for Satan and one for God. And he keep up all sort of things. The outside brother came to him and said, give me one of the house that I can live in tonight. He said, no. He drove the lift truck to a next bordering parish and he left the truck there. Nothing was wrong with the truck. It didn't break down. He took the car and he put it somewhere else. And he took money and he just ripped them and he just behave and he just behave. Why do you think he treated things like that? Him not carrying no water. So he not value any the drop of it. He didn't work for it. And he went on until the 2 trees, which one is God and one is Satan. And he watered them, and one of them dead. The one where he say after God, it dead. And he went out into the crossroad, and him said, I tell you, no said there is no God. And see how Satan stand up? And he behave, and he behave. That boy, that young man, passed away. He sat and he drank and he just ordered liquor and ordered white rum and he drink, and by the time he get off the stool, he was translated. Him no longer. If this young man have worked for these things, he wouldn't have treated it that way. But it passed, it handed down to him. And he didn't even have to purchase a cup. Nothing. Even those places were well cultivated. And he just go in and he just cut banana trees and he just go on with all sort of crazy things. Because when he see what was in the bank, when him see around him, he don't know what to do with all of what he has. No, the person who worked for it, his father and his mother, who worked to make it like that, would have rolled in their grave. So he destroyed until he destroyed himself. He do until him start to size up with God, and he go on until he passed away. Leave everything right there. Many of those lands or properties are there not occupied because it was just a small family. So nobody is there to take over. The outside child couldn't do much. He took what he, inhabit there. So when you reach on your pedestal, when you reach up, do not turn around and step on the ones below you. If you can help them to come up, please do. If you can't, that's it. But do not put yourself that you are better than those persons. Everybody have a process. Everybody went through a process. Your day of reaching is not my day of reaching. Your hour of reaching is not my hour. It's how you treat those below you. Because now you see yourself and I wearing the cat's pajamas. You are rubbing your shoulders with, so you don't remember where you're coming from. This in Proverbs 30 and somewhere down Proverbs 30, let me look if I did wrote it down. If I do. Yes, Proverbs 30, 8 and 9. Can read all of it. I think it was David. I think it was David who speak these words. It is not David, because most of the time, some of these things, people think it's David, but when you'll go back to the record, it was not David. He said, remove from me, far from me, vanity. Remove far from me vanities and lies. He said, give me neither poverty nor riches. And hear why he said that. He said, no make me rich, and no make me poor. Remove poverty far from me. But it said, feed me with food convenient. Give me enough. Why say move poverty? No make him poor. Because if him poor, he may go thief and curse God. These are written down. He said, if I am poor, lest I be, he said, do not let me rich, lest I be filled and deny and ask, who is the Lord? These are what happen. When you are rotten rich, you end up being lonely. You end up saying, oh, so who is God? You don't remember God. If you be poor, and this is in Proverbs 30, 8 to 9. Neither give him poverty nor riches. Because the rich man remember God, because I know God gave him the riches. If I am rich, I am going to be filled, and he's going to deny thee. And if you make me poor, you might go steal and take the name of the Lord in vain. So none out of the two, it must give liberally. Yeah, Proverbs 38 and 9. So give him enough to satisfy him. Don't be poor because you're going thief, you're going to lie, you're going to chop the line, you're going to pinch the line, you are going to hold up persons and take away what they have because you're going to say you're poor. And it's because you're poor why you have to be doing this. And the Lord's name is going to be taken in vain. So you see the two of them? The rich man not going to know God. He might ask, oh, who is he? Nebuchadnezzar. Not never. Yeah. Had smote his chest. And he said, I build Babylon. He was so rich and powerful. The name of the Lord has been taken away from him. Because what? He smote his chest and he said, I build Babylon. If it is figurative or it is true, what he said, immediately a curse came upon him and he was put out in the field with the animal. That the dew of the heaven fall on him. So when you reach, yeah, don't take it that it is your own strength put you there. It is God. And you don't walk upon others. You don't flaunt it on others. There are people said, from your depart hurt. There is nothing people want more than they want to be independent. They need things for themselves. As I said before, we all do not reach the line at the same time. So do not push it on people and say, well then, look, but from you the part hurts until now. You know how much persons tried, reach to a point, and they fail? Person build their houses, and before they know it, it is down with flames. Put them to start all over again. So you see people in some condition, it's not because you say they're worthless. If you should go and do their track record, some of them were persons way up on the pedestal. But for some reason, something happened someday and they tumbled right to the ground. But The very scripture tell you, if you fall, what is the problem is when you stayed there. But once you get up and brush it off, move again. Mhm. Get up, brush it off, and move again. There was one time when I said, I am working, but I need a business for myself. Because I am looking that one day I want to stop working for people, stop working for the government, and own my own, be my own boss. And I think of the business I want to do. I went and I get the requisite things done, paid a good sum of money to have my things looked after. I went and I rented this shop, and I went and I get the carpenter to put in the fixtures for me, and they gave me the thing that I could go and to get the light. The day the man was at the shop, and I went to pay the light bill, pay for the light to be connected. I was short something like $100. And although they knew me in the office, they would not took the short money. She said to me, come back tomorrow. And I said, okay. On my way home, I stopped to see where the work reached. The owner of the place, it is a plaza he has, and I got a shop on the plaza. He said to me, I stopped at his place, and I said to him, so you get to pay for the light? I said, no, I short $100, so I will have to go back tomorrow. Because it doesn't even spell sense I try to go back now because they are nearby closing time. He said to me, I will have to give you back your money because somebody had rented the shop before, and there's a hairdresser parlor upstairs over the shop, and when they used the water up there, it dribbled down it went up down in the same shop. So I stood up and I looked at him. I couldn't believe my ears what I'm hearing. After I count out this amount of money and pay the man for the shop, him said the lady did not give up the shop. She said when he fixed the shop, he should call her. The man took my money and fixed the shop. And I think it was all peace and safety. I think it was nice because here are my When I said, okay, let me go and stop the man, he said he stopped the man already and tell him to wait until. I feel like how a bird apparently feels when every feather has been stripped from the body. Tears run on the inside. And I said, yeah, honestly, you do this to me. The hurt part of it, he could not refund my money at the same time. It's almost a month before I get my money. And I get it in 2 halves. No. If I wasn't working and I do that, somebody would have look and say, boy, they're worthless because you don't know my business, you don't know about me. But you're going to pass assertions. You're going to pass assertion on the person. So every person, man, woman, and child would like to be independent, would like to be in a better spot than the one they are in. So it's not worthless. We can agree to say some people make it and they waste it. And my experience working into a home that carries 500 residents proved to me on a daily basis in my country that people do make it and waste it and come back down to hit rock bottom. Many that I have spoken with, and 3/4 of those people are men. They go after the pretty woman. Some tell you who, we never talked to an ugly woman yet. And they're foreign and they work and their things is like when you throw salt on a snail and it melts away. And they became a burden to the state. You ask them, yes, money, this, that. So we can agree. But when you reach in your element, for heaven's sake, don't use your iron shoes and step on the one beneath you. Don't do it. Don't flaunt your riches in their faces. Don't flash your riches in their faces. You can reach, you can be who you are, and nobody know. You can live a normal person. Because when Mr. Sickness slaps somebody, the amount of money you have sometimes dwindles away as if you throw it in the ocean. Because when you say, okay, this is your diagnosis, this amount of money to do that, that to do that, that to do that. At the end of the day, the person who don't have it, you and them end up in the same facility and the same sometimes near to each other. So even if you could pay for the big hospital or the big facility to stay, the fact remains, Mr. Sickness have no pity. Because some persons who, although they have it, they want to save and to see more and more and more, they less care themselves. They less care the very body that they have. So having it, it is nice. It is good. But be humble. Be humble with God. Because He gives you life. And He gives the have not life. Some person, you say, but they look, yeah. Mr. Sickness, step over. And he hit you with this, and he hit this one with this, and he hit me with that. and you keep spending. Good thing you have the money to spend. But sometimes if you do recovers, sickness bring you to a pauper. Sickness brings you to a pauper. I don't know how much persons see the story of Wendy Williams. I've been following her a long time and watching there and all of that. But the other day, I look at it and said, all is vanity. And this was what Solomon said. Vanity, vanity, all is vanity. Because the amount of riches and all of what he accumulated, he's not even in a rightful mind. He's not even in a right aquarium. So these are what the word that is written for our guide and guidelines is saying. No covet nobody for nothing. Do not covet anybody, because covetousness cause pass away. Because the person covet you, he will hurt you. And he won't stop at nothing to hurt you. They wouldn't even ask the model, what model did you use to reach here? They don't even ask. They just covet you. They just sit and say, then why? Oh, and they covet you and they try to do everything to eliminate you. Don't even think that, look here, even if I do this to this person, it won't benefit me. Then I look into that. They're just covetousness brings a lot of things. I thank you for being here and I welcome. I don't like to see when you don't put any like on the on there. Show me that the channel is active. Put the like. Give me a like. Give me some likes, please. Give me some likes. I welcome and I thank you, but give me some likes. Put some like. Just touch that one thumb that is sticking up in the ear. Just a touch. Just touch the thumb. Huh? I am sure there are things you learn from what I said. There are things send you thinking. I am sure of that. I am sure you go back and put on your thinking cap and you look back at it. Yeah. Covetousness. When a man is covetous, he walks with everything to hurt you. He will friend you just to hurt you. That's what a covetous person do. He will go as far as friend you. Oh, okay. As long as you're active, right? Right? So you have to look if you have some persons. If you wear a pair of shoes, a should of them have it. They covet you for it. So, covetousness, the words that cannot be used in the channel, they walk with that. And trust me, they will stop at nothing to hurt you because they don't want to see you strive. They hate you without a cause. They despise you without a cause. So what the person do? They can't explain that because of their covetous spirit, their covetous demons that they have for you. So it's in a two-part tonight. It's for the rich, the covetousness of persons. And nobody want to be poor. Nobody want to be poverty, to live in poverty style. Nobody want that. Don't care what a person look like or what you may ascribe them to be. Nobody wants that. But don't pray for riches because you're going to be lonely. Yeah. You are going to be lonely because you're only going to see you and the money. You and my riches. That's what you're gonna see. I don't remember all the wordings. I thought I did have it in my phone, but I know I have it at home. Home. I don't remember all of it properly. I'm just gonna say what I do remember and put it what I think it meant, which is not I think that was what it meant. This man said, give his name. He has, from a child, you would like to be, and you've been working from he is young. And, he mixed with the affluential people, and a breakthrough came for him. And that breakthrough took him to the pinnacle of life. And he have it here, him have it there, him have it, him have it, him have it, him have it. He is super rich. Well, why he penned these words was when he was like halfway or half some, you have friends that sometimes they grow together, or as you go along the road, you meet other persons that say, come with a football field, come with this, and or you call, and because a rich person, I don't have to call if you check up on you to find out what's going on with you. No, sir. I don't have you. Them see you, and you can lick to whiskey. Yeah. So he said that he got super rich. And all he could see in front of him was his wealth. Him end up have no friend. Him have friends and him don't have any friends. He said he end up lonely. Literally lonely. And he took sick. I remember the age, I don't want to put that age, I don't remember it. And when he saw how wealthy he is and where he was, in a little bed, because he couldn't carry king size marble top bed with him. And he asked a question. He said he penned these words for people to look at it. Why run it down? And when you get it, you can't even, it have no use to you. Because you can't call it to do anything for you. And you're spending and it can't finish. And you end up a lonely and miserable person. And that was what he said. I remember those last part of it. So it is all good for us to be able to excel, extend, and all the rest of it. But for heaven's sake, let God be the center of your life. Don't forget Him. Don't be the atheist that there is no God. Because without His life, you can't make it. And if you're in a poverty state, fight to get out of that. Fight hard to get out of it. Do all that is possible to lift your foot above the poverty step. I thank you for being here with me. Thank you very much, and I hope that the end of my deliberation here, you get something from it. Okay? Now, love yourself and love yourself with all the love that is in you. Because if you don't love yourself, nobody's going to love you as you love yourself. Appreciate yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and speak back to yourself. Appreciate who you are. Accept who you are. Hug yourself and tell self you love self. I thank you for being here with me. Thank you for subscribing. For those that have not subscribed, share the live, share it with somebody, send it to somebody, and like the live. Thank you. There's more from this channel as we go along. And as I said, each one teach one. You share with me, I share with you. I am tuning out. This is Aquarian tuning out from Positivity Positive channel. Thank you very much. Love and appreciation. Thanks.